Good working order to your knowledge?
Yes.
All right. Did you review that recording as well around the time of the crash?
Yes.
And you provided a copy of that to law enforcement as well?
I did.
At this time, Judge, the people are moved to admit Exhibits 1 and 2, that is the cell phone recording and the home surveillance video recording of Mr. Schmidt.
Response. I haven't seen a client. He said they didn't want to stipulate to a report. I don't know what, I mean,
Are you going to play it?
I can proffer him, Judge. Yes, I was intending to anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to just hold off for that, Judge, until they play the identifier.
Please play Exhibit 1.
Okay.
Mr. Schmidt, that is your home surveillance camera?
Yes, it is.
All right. People would again move to admit Exhibit 1, Judge.
No objection.
People's 1 is admitted.
Provide a copy of that to the court. Please play Exhibit 2. Mr. Schmidt, is that the cell phone video you referred to?
Yes.
People move to admit Exhibit 2.
No objection.
Class 2 is admitted.
Mr. Schmidt, do you see Marshella in the courtroom today?
I do.
Can you please point to her and describe what she's wearing?
She's right there.
Relates to Marshella Chidester.
The record should reflect the defendant, or I'm sorry, the witness identified the defendant.
I have no further questions, Judge. Thank you.
Cross.
I don't have any questions.
All right. May this witness be excused?
Yes, Judge.
Totally excused.
For the people, Judge, yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next witness.
Judge, people call Jason Johnson.
So we're getting ready for the next witness. Let's go back to that cell phone video where you see the aftermath and you see how it looks like a war zone. And when you look at it, something you may not notice, I have to confess, I didn't notice it right away until my wonderful senior producer, Eric Goldson, pointed it out. Marshella Chidester is sitting there. She's sitting on a chair in that room watching as everybody is panicked and trying to rescue the child underneath the car. Everyone is running around panicked, not knowing what to do after this horrific event. And she is sitting there. She's sitting in a chair. We'll show the other angle, and you can see she's seated and her scarf is around her neck. See her right there? She has the black jacket on, looks like a blue scarf with stars or something on it. There she is. She just put her hands up right to the right bottom of your screen. And look at everyone else. Panicked. And when they notice there's a child under the car, you see everybody lifting to get the child out from underneath the car. Zane and Alana Phillips are the two deceased victims. Little Alana was 8, Zane was 4. 15 people were also injured because of this event. I tell you what, that video, it is hard to watch. And the witness on the stand moments ago said it looked like a war zone, and he was right. Just look at it. Look at the damage caused in just a few split seconds. We have the next witness up on the stand. Let's go back in and hear more.
State your name and spell your last name, please.
Jason Johnson, Johnsson.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. Johnson.
Afternoon.
Mr. Johnson, could you tell the jury what your affiliation with the Swan Boat Club is?
Longtime member of Swan.
Okay. How long?
Over 20 years.
Okay. Were you formerly in a leadership position at the Swan Boat Club? What was the name of that position?
A rear commodore.
So what does a Commodore and a rear Commodore do at the Swan Boat Club?
Commodore oversees the entire club. The rear manages the club itself.
The physical.
Maintenance, bar.
The physical building.
Correct.
Are you familiar with the club itself and the surrounding area?
Yes, I am.
Are you a resident of the surrounding area?
I am.
How long have you lived there?
I believe 7 years now.
So this is an area right off of Lake Erie, is that correct?
Correct.
What is the nature of the neighborhood and the roads and things like that?
Country road, gravel, private, so it's maintained by the residents and Fish and Wildlife.
Okay. What's your understanding of what the speed limit is on those roads?
County says it's 25, Fish and Wildlife says it's 15.
Okay. How is it to drive on those roads?
It's a little rough.
Okay. Do you have to use care and caution?
Yes.
How fast would you say it's safe to drive on those roads?
Under 20 for sure.
In your position as rear Commodore and then just as a member of the Swan Boat Club, are you familiar with a security system at the club?
Yes, I am.
And just explain to the jury kind of what the club has as security system goes.
We have several cameras. I believe there's 9 operational. Different views of the club, inside and out.
Okay,
including the lake.
Is that continuous recording or motion activated?
Continuous.
And is there a camera that faces, suppose it would be west into the parking lot?
Yes.
And that's mounted on what members call the pavilion or the event space?
Correct.
And is there a camera within the pavilion, within the event space?
Yes, above the bar space.
Okay, and is that point the opposite direction of the camera in the parking lot?
Correct.
So to the east?
Correct.
And then the hall east of the event space, what we've heard referred to as the breezeway, is there a camera there?
Yes.
And which way does that camera face?
Same way as the bar camera.
So does this look familiar to you, Mr. Johnson?
Yes, it's an overhead view of the boat club.
Okay. And is that a fair and accurate representation of the boat club from overhead?
Yes.
And this is marked People's Exhibit 9A. People would move for admission.
There's final objection, Your Honor.
9A is admitted.
Do we have this in the PowerPoint?
No, we didn't.
Are you able to see this at all
Yes.
from there? So, would it be fair to say that the camera in the parking lot is positioned roughly there?
It's on that corner of that building right there.
Okay, and then where would the field of view from that camera be?
Pointing at the white SUV and I believe at the fire truck.
So out this way.
Correct.
And then describe on this photo, if you could, where the cameras on the bar and the camera on the breezeway are.
The camera in the bar is right at the two different pieces of concrete.
Your Honor,
Just
can I
inside.
stand up and walk over there?
Sure.
And see what he's-
This camera from the outside, the inside camera is roughly about right here.
Okay.
The breezeway camera is roughly about right here.
Okay.
Both facing that direction.
Both of the interior cameras face this way.
Correct.
Were you present at the club on April 20th when this happened?
I was not present at the time of the accident, shortly after.
About what time did you arrive?
I believe it was under 20 minutes after the incident.
And did you do anything in regards to law enforcement's investigation that day?
Yeah, I had access to the cameras, so I got the detective in the room and got him into the system.
Okay, were you able to assist them in making recordings of the surveillance footage?
Yes.
And that system, that was in good working order on April 20th?
Correct.
And you were able to check it to make sure it was in good working order?
Correct.
And was the timestamp on it correct?
Yes.
Did you check that as you were making the copies?
Yes.
So, Judge, at this time, people would move to admit People's 3A, B, and C, which are clips of surveillance video from the 3 cameras we've